Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can use AI to design and build features end to end, in addition using AI to iterate on top of it to ensure your app looks great. Before I get started, remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you ever need help with your app, remember to reach out. If you want to watch my previous video on how we got here, I'll link it below. But what we have currently is a very simple logged in page where it shows the user's name and the weather and a logout button. And what I want to do here next is get AI designers to help us build a page. So there are various designers out there. A very popular one is called Stitch, and a very basic prompt I've just given it is I'm just building a simple diary app. Give me the key screens, and it's called Clear Days. And this is what it generated. It gave us a design MD file, a style guide, a logo, and 3 of these screens. They look quite good. They're not bad, but they're a bit inconsistent at times. You can see here. So what I like to do here is grab the design MD from Stitch, and you can see it by going to this icon here and then clicking design MD, copy and pasting it into our Visual Studio Code project. So all you got to do here is create a new file and then name it design MD, and I just paste it here. What I like to do next is use another design tool. It's called Pencil. So think of this as Figma, but with a stronger AI integration. Because the beauty of this is it allows us to actually manipulate text and move things around, and it snaps automatically. Unlike Stitch, where you have to kind of prompt it, although you can change text, you can't move elements really quickly like Figma. So what I've done here is firstly, I've just told it to, based on the following design MD, create a style guide for me. So this is the style guide that it created based on the design MD. And what I did here next is using the style guide, build me a page to add a new journal, which includes a mode selector, 3 options at the top, and then build me another page to show these journals. And then finally, a simple accounts page so we can just log out. So you can see here, overall, it does a much better job than Stitch, with a lot more consistency between the pages. If you don't like something that it has generated you can easily press the back delete button, and you can see here this container has automatically flexed based on this design of the screen size. That's the beauty of Pencil. It's free, but you need to have your own paid subscription with an AI provider, whether that's with Codex or Claude or recently Gemini. So as the next step, let's implement this design. So another beauty of kind of all these AI designer tool is that there is an MCP server. Well, this allows our AI in VS Code or whatever IDE you want to use to tap into that MCP to grab this design and build it out. So currently, as you can see, the page is very boring. I have the design MD in place. What I'm going to do here is prompt AI and say, I have saved the design of 3 pages in at cleardays.design.pen. I've saved this file to this folder. Basically, it's here. Use the Pencil MCP and wire up. And firstly, do the design of these pages. And secondly, wire up the functionality of it. So what this is doing is basically, I'm just asking a very general prompt to use the design, to use the Pencil file and use the Pencil MCP to firstly build the design of these pages and then wire up the functionality of it. It's a very, very high level prompt. I can be more specific and say, hey, update, create architecture.md file to document the database structure, and then so on and so on. You can give a lot more prompt. You can say, hey, you can be like, the user should have a limit of XYZ or certain things, right? But what I like to do is give it a high level prompt to get AI to build the crux of it and then iterate on top instead of one-shotting this whole prompt. So that's kind of my process. If you do have like a very detailed specs, of course you can tell AI, but because I'm just building on the fly here without a very detailed specs, I'm planning as I go. I'm just going to give a very high level prompt to replicate this design and implement the features. And AI should be able to figure out from the design what features are required. So I'm going to use the plan mode, which is very important because for anything that's big-ish, I tend to just submit a plan. And of course, you can use higher intelligence, and you can, if you don't want to sit there for too long, you can use faster speed. So I've just got high intelligence and then faster speed in plan mode. So AI is going to go look at these files or inspect the pen tool and then extrapolate the design and then implement it. So you can see here, it notices that pencil file has a home page, add journal page, and account settings page, plus some reusable component, and it's reading the nodes in it. So a quick one about pencil is that you can actually edit specific nodes. So for example, you can copy this after being selected and paste it, and this is the node, and you can say, hey, I want the text to be red or something like that. And they all understand that's this specific node. The text here needs to be red. So that's how pencil works. I mean, this is not a tutorial on pencil. It's just to give you a brief understanding of the power of AI designers out there. So AI basically sped up this plan about what it's going to do. What it plans to do is rebuild the authenticated app around 3 screens, keep the existing authentication flow or the onboarding flow, wire up the journal create list, keep the existing weather backend, and show a small icon on the redesigned home screen, add an architecture MD, documenting the file store, rules, storage path, indexes, etc., etc. And then, of course, I always recommend you to read the plan and understand what it's trying to do, so you can build a bit of knowledge surrounding development. Basically, it's done, and you can see here it created all these Dart files for the screens, and it added a Firestore journal create list under the user journal subcollection, and then added architecture MD, which you can read about how we have structured the architecture from a backend perspective, and then it did some verification. So what we can do is run it. So you hit R on hot reload and then go back to the simulator. So you can see here, this is what it looks like. So you move the pill here. The accounts page is basically on this tab. And finally, we can add a journal. So let's check how closely replicated the design. So it looks quite close, so quite neat as well. So it made some choices here about the pills being here, and that because there was no clear navigation to move to account page, AI decided that let's just put the profile photo here so the user can navigate to it. And it looks like exactly like the design. And then if we press begin entry, we can see here the design is almost exactly the same. New entry is probably aligned, not center aligned if you want. And then these clickable items looks a bit shorter, but it looks pretty good. And then you can see here the user can enter a title reflection. So you can say, hello world, or first entry. And then today I had breakfast. And you can see here, the feature actually works here, counting words and then the date. And then if I press tender and then press save, let's see what happens. So you can see, wow, it created the first journal in our list view, which replicate exactly the design. And then let's add more entries. So I'm just gonna add a Lorem Ipsum text, Lorem Ipsum, and then let's see what it looks like if there is a long kind of journal going on here. So it's 44 words, let's add 88 words and press save for calm. And then voila, it looks exactly like this. So you can see here, it truncated text to 3 lines max, which is what the design intended. And the title is here as well. And you can see exactly what the journal looks like on the homepage. Of course, we can actually refine it further. So let's make it where the component here shows different color depending on calm, tender, or heavy. So I'm going to go back to AI and ask it to refine it. So let's refine the homepage journal component where depending on the mood, calm, tender, or heavy, we show a different background color. So I'm just going to do this. And since this is a small adjustment, I'm not going to have a plan mode. But if you want to direct it further by saying, hey, calm should use this color, and heavy should use this color, and tender should use this color, you can actually tell AI to do it. But I'm just going to let AI make the decision here. And you can see here, AI has decided calm to be a soft blue mist, tender to be a soft blush, and heavy to be a muted gray blue. And if I refresh this, on the simulator, you can see this is exactly what has been shown. And of course, you can keep adding to it from a refinement perspective to refine this page and feature more and more, depending on how you like it. So what you can do here is go back to kind of journal and make the changes here and get AI to replicate it, or you can just tell AI directly within here to do it. What I like to do is use pencil as I mentioned, as a crux, as a starting point, and then refine further in your preferred AI. What you can do also with pencil is you can actually communicate the changes we've made here back to the file via MCP. But I'm not going to show this because it's irrelevant to what we're doing. But there is that possibility if you want to keep this pencil file up to date with the latest. It does use a bit more token because you are using AI to sync the changes back to the pencil file. So overall, this looks quite good in terms of a design and first build of a feature. I hope this short tutorial helped you understand how you can use AI to design and build features. This skill is absolutely important because it allows you to design and build anything. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and remember to comment, like, subscribe. See you next time.